We are live. We have an amazing guest today, Robin Towle, the Mrs. Australia, sorry, no, Mrs. International 2019. I'm going to share a little bit of information about Robin in a second, but firstly, let's go here. Hello, hello. I am honored and excited to share with you Robin Towle. She inspired me to go on an amazing journey through pageantry to help and serve my community. By simply her going on her journey, she inspired me. So for me, bringing Robin on today, it's really near and dear to my heart. I will be bringing her on in just a moment, but as you're tuning in live, say hi. Tell me where you're tuning in from. Yes, I am Laura Jane, the National Director for the Australian International Pageant. You're probably watching this on YouTube, Facebook, or even podcast. But if you are, I do appreciate it if you do subscribe, like, and share, because as we share amazing guests on this show, we look to inspire greatness within and inspire leaders within our community. So today you're probably going to have a whole lot of questions. So do put the questions in the comments below and we will get to them at the end. But firstly, let me read Robin's bio. She is absolutely amazing. And then I will bring her onto the screen. So basically, Robin Towle is the mother of 6 beautiful children, 3 daughter-in-laws, and 2 precious grandchildren. She has been married to her husband, Kevin, for 28 years. Robin is the founder of Wolfe Pack, a non-for-profit that teaches healthy emotional skills to teens to help with suicide prevention, bullying, anxiety, and depression. She also wrote and produced a short film called Room Enough to help with her efforts to suicide prevention. She is the founder of Operation Santa's Workshop, an annual event that brings Christmas to approximately 70 local foster teens, which is absolutely amazing. Thank you, Robin. 5 years ago, Robin also founded Hope in the Hill, a suicide prevention event for veterans held at the state capitol. This event to introduce different modalities of healing and provide a beautiful evening of motivation, entertainment, and dinner to show our veterans they are remembered and appreciated. This year, they celebrated their fifth anniversary. Well done. Robin graduated from East Carolina University with a major in economics and a minor in dance. While there, she was an ECU cheerleader and pure gold dancer. Robin currently serves on the East Carolina Alumni Board of Directors. Robin was honored to be crowned Mrs. International 2019. And as Mrs. International, she traveled over 37,000 miles. That's amazing. To 8 countries and across the United States, meeting with legislators, motivational speakers, and doing charity work. Robin is an actress, model, producer, and a lifestyle blogger. And you can follow her at robintowle.com. But everybody, please help me give her a big round of applause as she comes on to our live today. Hi, Robin.
Hi, Laura. Thank you for inviting me.
I'm honored that you are here with us today. I know that you have a lot of fans here in Australia, so I'm honored that you're here. So let's just dive into it, Robin. Maybe we should start with your background, how you got into pageantry.
Oh, so I started pageantry when I was a young girl, or wanted to. I wanted to be in a local pageant, and when I went to sign up, my birthday was too late. So they asked me if I wanted to be entertainment. And so my cousin and I, it was back when Staying Alive, John Travolta was big. And my cousin and I, who was a male, we did the kind of sort of swing dance mixed with John Travolta. And it took on big. And so my life went, not really down the pageant route, but more on the dance route. I did a few pageants in high school, a couple in college, and then I got married and had my children. And I stayed home for 20 years with my children, raising my children, homeschool. And I felt like I sort of lost myself taking care of everyone else and serving everyone else's needs. I felt like I lost my voice. And then when my son, we had 8 suicides at our local high school in a 2 year period. And when my son became depressed, it was a very hard time in our family's life. It was something that I needed to heal from. After we got him well, I needed to find a way to heal. I also needed to find my voice again and find my purpose. And so that led me back to pageantry so I could
Oh,
share my message with other families and give other families hope in times when there might be great uncertainty.
I love that, Robin, so much. Thank you so much for sharing that. And we will get into your platform and your give back projects in a little bit. But we have some fans here today from Australia. We have Michelle. She said, "Hi, Laura. Hi, Robin." We have Crystal from America, a pageant queen, as you know. Hi, Laura and Robin. Blessed to know both of you. Wonderful women. Pilar from Australia. Hello, beautiful ladies. We have Michelle again. Glad to meet you. And Pilar, I resonate with this, Robin. Beautiful. Thank you so much, everyone, for sharing in. Please do share this live because we want to inspire so many people to serve their community from their heart. So, Robin, I I came in contact with you when I was in a I don't know if you know this about me, but I was in a Salt Lake City restaurant and there was a little newspaper clip with you and your beautiful tiara, and I read your story about Wolfe Pack and everything that you do, and it just lit me up because it's just so beautiful having people in this world who actually do serve from their heart, and they are beautiful from the inside and out. And I believe that we can really help our communities for positive, lasting change for futures to come. So tell me a little bit about um, how you created Wolfe Pack and the work that you do.
When my son was struggling, there were certain things that I wish I had for him, ways that as a mom I would wanted to do, but I knew he wouldn't want, that from his mom to create something, play dates for him or clubs for him or whatever. And plus we were pretty much caught up in, working on um, learning these skills on our own. So we learned it from the ground up, just without a lot of support, but we had to grow and learn to become better. And so when my son was better and he was on with his life and doing his own thing, I wanted to make something that would help other families that might feel the same way I felt. And I had it all in my head and I was ready to go with it. And so I hired a licensed clinical social worker specializing in teens to write it with me. But when we got into it, some things changed because of logistics, because of schools and their rules. But also things changed because I felt like God told me other ways that would work better. And that's a really beautiful part of Wolfe Pack to me, because I know some of the really inspired things that came from somewhere beyond myself and in my belief system, that's my Heavenly Father, that was integrated into Wolfe Pack. And I think it's just such a beautiful, pure program.
Beautiful. So the work that you do with Wolfe Pack is in America, and it's helping to bring communities together. Is that what they're doing, and creating activities for the youth?
Yes, so it's a healthy emotional skills course. We have 2 years written now. So that's 24 lessons. We focus on different subjects each month, like grit and resilience, or positive affirmation, healthy relationships, boundaries, different things that, it took me over 30 years to really understand or learn about. And I think it's important to learn about it when we're younger, before we're raising kids, before
Yeah.
we are in so busy with our career or whatever, when we have time. And so we don't make all of the mistakes, that we learn how to function in a healthy manner.
I love that so much. And so, Robin, I love and appreciate all the work that you do with your non for profit. Or on the flip side, there's a lot of people on this live today who are getting into pageantry for the first time, or they've been in pageantry a few times. And what would you say to those people who are getting into pageantry for the first time, being a Mrs. International 2019 title winner? What would the words of inspiration be from you?
I think the thing that I had success in pageantry because I needed it and I was ready to go full in. When I started pageantry, my girls were dancing, and I could see the difference between the girls at dance who were all in and the girls who were there to make friends and have fun. It was a difference, and they could tell. So you just have to decide what your goal is. Like, what is your goal? Is your goal to go there and just grow as a person? Is your goal to go there and make friendships and have fun? I mean, there's lots of different reasons to go into pageantry, but if you want to go in to win it, I think you have to go in with 100%. And sometimes I think, a lot of girls try over and over and over again. And in my opinion, for myself, I would be burned out. I wouldn't have that spark to go for it. I would need some rest period in between. Like right now, my girls are competing and I've been doing it for multiple years. And I don't think there's any way I could go in and be a strong competitor right now because I don't have the fire. So I think for me, I think a lot of, my success came because of a fire that was inside of me, a fire to get my voice back, a fire to have a purpose in life, my fire, to take back my health and my fitness. After having 6 children, that can take a toll on your body. And so I had a fire for a lot of things. And I think just stoking that fire and sometimes taking a little break to stoke it, not just keep coming back year after year after year. If your goal is to win, is to sit back maybe and stoke that fire a little bit.
I love that. So you were filled with fire. You came in to win it, to share your heart, and you absolutely did that. And so I think that's a great segue to go to share Robin Towle's video of when she competed in 2019. We will share the screen. It is a 2-minute video. And when we come back, if you want to ask Robin, Mrs. International 2019, any questions, please do put it in the comments below and we will get to them at the end. Alrighty, I'm going to share the screen. One moment, everybody.
Welcome to the beautiful state of Utah. I'm Robin Towle, Mrs. Utah International 2019. My husband Kevin and I met while both traveling. I lived in North Carolina and he was from California. So naturally, our song was Heads Carolina, Tails California. I must have lost the bet though because I packed up everything and moved to California. Fate had brought us together in Utah and the mountains beckoned us back where we met. We have been blessed for the last 13 years to live in this amazing state. Utah has the most gorgeous snow-tipped mountains to hike and ski. We are also known for our charity and the arts. We feel blessed to raise our family in the wonderful state of Utah. On July 15th, my husband Kevin and I will celebrate our 25th wedding anniversary. Kevin is my #1 supporter and best friend. Even though life has given us challenges, we sure make a great team. That's why our family motto is Team Towle. With a big family, there is never a dull moment. We have 6 beautiful children and a sweet daughter-in-law. We love to be active and at times a bit daring. Our favorite destination is Hawaii. Having 2 sons attend college there gives us a great excuse to visit. After 16 years of homeschooling, it was a great feeling to see the fruits of our labors as our oldest graduated college. 1 down, 5 to go. Our greatest adventure was taking all 6 kids to the 48 continental United States crammed in an RV. We hope to take our children internationally next school year and share my platform of suicide prevention. When our older boys were in high school, there were 8 suicides. One of our sons became depressed. I feared for him. During his struggles, I felt helpless. I never wanted another parent to feel the way I did or another teen to feel that kind of pain. That's why I created a nonprofit called Wolfe Pack
that teaches positive life skills to our youth to help them live happy, healthy lives. This program has been able to help other families and give them hope. I love the many service opportunities I have with the youth. I am a member of the State Suicide Coalition, American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and a licensed facilitator for QPR. Some of my largest projects include writing, producing, and acting in a film for suicide prevention and chairing the first annual Hope on the Hill. I am currently working with our local American Heart Association to help achieve their goal of bringing greater focus to mental health. The World Health Organization estimates there is one suicide every 40 seconds, and it is predicted to double by 2020. Together, we can take this urgent platform of suicide prevention internationally and help save lives. You can follow my journey on Instagram, Mrs. Utah International, Robin Towle.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. I just love your story and your platform and your journey. And so I know that there's so many people who are about to embark on their journey to America this year, and then are maybe behind the scenes. There's other people already looking for 2024. And so if would you have any sort of words from someone who might be in pageant preparation? Maybe they're gearing up for their local pageant or their international pageant. What was it like for you being a queen and preparing for the pageant for international?
I think for me, it was. I knew I was in a good place because I went within instead of outward. I went within myself to make sure I was in the best place that I could be in emotionally and physically and mentally. So I think that was a big thing for me. I think it's important, maybe to meditate or do yoga or to take time to journal and think about your life and to, forgive people and to just serve and be the best person you can be. I think going within yourself is so important because you shine when you do that. And I think it's really important to shine from the inside.
I love that. You are such a beautiful person inside and out. I love everything about you. So, what was it like? Couple last questions. What was it like as winning Mrs. International 2019 on that stage and then reigning as a queen over the next 12 months? What was that journey like?
Okay, so when I made top 15, I was the last one to be called in the top 15. So that was a bit nerve wracking. And then when they announced, at international, you don't have like a top five and then you go down and it's between you and another girl. They have top 15 and they pull the five out. So whenever they get down to, first runner up, there's still like 10 girls still standing. And so when it kept going down, third runner up, second runner up, I thought to myself, this is either going to go really good or really bad. So I was like, I'm either going to be devastated or it's going to be the best day of my life. And I looked down and I saw two of the girls I was most nervous about still in the top 10. And so then I'm like, I think that is when that thought went through my head because two of the girls that I thought were like my biggest competition weren't in the top five. And,
Wow.
and I think that's another thing I just thought about sharing is, pageantry is hard. And if there are girls on here listening that maybe thought I wasn't as outgoing to them, if somebody got in my head, I was never mean to them, but I kept my distance a little bit because I just didn't want to be competitive or start comparing myself. So, yeah, so I think girls do that sometimes. And also I tried to respect the fact of girls that I felt did that to me, that it wasn't that they didn't like me, but maybe there was something that made them more nervous. So, I think that happens in pageantry, but I looked down, I saw two of the girls who I thought were my biggest competitors still up there. And I I really didn't know if I had won or not. So it
Wow.
was an amazing, I was almost 50 years old when I won my first pageant. I did some in high school and some in college and never won. I was always like first runner up, second runner up. But I think the thing for me was having my girls in dance. I wanted them to progress in dance, but it didn't matter how bad I wanted them to progress. They had to have that fire. And as an adult looking in, I could see that you had to have the fire to really progress. I mean, you can progress little bits and you can do well, but the fire is important.
I love that. And so what I heard in that's such for all the people listening who are about to compete or go to America, that this is the words from a winner. Mrs. International 2019. She was focused on what she was there to do. She was not focused on the other people. And so she kept the eye on the ball the whole time. And even though she it's really easy to kind of look at everyone and or over here, but look, when you're tunnel vision and you're focused, then nothing can break you. I think that's really important, being your eye on the prize at all times. And then I think there was something else that you just said that was amazing. You're on stage and the people that you thought were the top people weren't even in, did you say top 5?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's so important not to look at what everyone else is doing. Just keep true and keep focused to your mission and your platform and what you're there to do, because the people who you think will be top weren't even in the top 5 for Robin. So there you go. The proof is in the pudding. Just stay true to your heart, get that fire, and keep on focused forward. I love that so much. Thank you for the words of wisdom. Is there any last final thoughts that you would like to share with pageant queens out there? We've got Miss Haley, Miss Australia International 2023 is going to be in America with us next month. Super excited about that. She's all about cancer research, which she's such a shining light for us here in Australia. And we also have people on the call who have done pageant shows previously, and we have a few Americans on the call as well. So yeah, any final thoughts, words of wisdom from Mrs. International 2019 to pageant queens all around the world?
Absolutely. So I think what you said was keep your eye on the ball, but there's one more step to that. And that is that fire that's inside of you has to come out and illuminate other people and lift other people. It can't only be about you. It has to be about having light, love, and a positive energy that is contagious. I think that would be because I've seen girls go into pageants where they are very focused and they're very driven to win and they want to win, but it can't just be about the win. It has to be about the light, because the winner is going to be the person who brings light to the world, because that's who God's going to choose. So if you want to be the winner, you have to be that girl who has that light. And that's why that self work before you go is so important, to be the best person that you can be so that your light can shine.
Wow, Robin, I've got chills. I've got like pins and needles all over. I thank you so much for your time today. I know that the women on this call are just inspired, and everyone who's watching the replay, give Robin the love in the comments below. Pilar says, serving with a purpose. Absolutely. And Crystal says, I love the work that AFSP does. Also a volunteer. Very cool. Well, I am so honored that you gave us your time today to share your story and be a light for other people. And I keep on following you and wish you all the best. And I'll see you in America in next month. So everyone, guess what's happening next month for International? We're going to be in Tennessee for all of the beautiful Mrs., Miss Teen, Preteen, and Robin's girls will be there as well. I've loved watching your girls' journey, by the way. Congratulations on everything that you're doing there. Yeah. So anyone who'd like to come and attend the pageant next month in Tennessee, you can, of course, go on over to the website. You can go to mrsinternational.org. I believe it is, isn't it? .org?
I think it's .com. I think.
Is it .com? Okay.
I'm not sure.
Let's say .com.
I'm really not sure. Sorry.
Yeah, let's go with .com. And we'd love to see you there. So thank you so much for everyone tuning in. Oh, Michelle says, I am a lot sharing my story with Robin. Thanks for listening. You are really beautiful inside and out. Oh, Michelle, thank you so much. Brenda's on the call. She is our fairy godmother for the Australian International Pageant. She's always helping our queens. Thank you so much, Brenda. All right, Robin, I will let you go. But from one queen over to another queen, I appreciate your time, and I'm so excited to see you next month. Thank you so much.
I'm so proud of you, and thank you for having me, and thank you for being a light. You're a light to me as well.
Oh, I love you so much. Okay, have a great day, everyone.
Bye-bye.
If you loved that episode and want to see future episodes where we share tips and tricks on how to win in pageantry, or even want to be inspired by winners who have won in pageantry before, all you have to do is subscribe to our channel, like and share, and we'll see you on the next episode. Bye now.